My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube channel, the home of the 5 minute or less video YouTube channel. I don't like to talk a lot because you're not going to listen a lot. The average person stays on a YouTube for about 5 minutes before they go ahead and ditch. So my job is to give you the best information so you can make an educational and informative decision whether you go ahead and use us or not. So I don't do any marketing on here. I just tell you if you want us for representation or consultation, we're available. I like to talk about different subjects. I have over 3,000 subscribers, and they're the ones who give me YouTube information to go ahead and make these for you. We have a whole team of former IRS agents that can help you. Anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about what happens at the end of the audit, what happens when you get your letter, and explain the whole process of the IRS audit process. So what happens, IRS in fact goes ahead and sends you an IRS audit notice, and there's a list of things on there that IRS or the agent wants. And typically that list came out because your DIF score was high. Your DIF score stands for your discriminatory index function score, and it goes through your tax returns with a bunch of algorithms, kind of, and it finds out everything, in fact, that was not within the national norm. Now, that doesn't mean you got audited for one thing, but there was a preponderance of things they didn't like. So they went ahead and said, these have a number of red flags that are really past our number we're looking for, that we're confident in as a correct return. And so we're going to go ahead and look at these. And you can go through an office audit. There's different names for things: a revenue agent audit, a mail correspondence audit, underreporter audit. There's a whole bunch of different audits, but today I want to talk about the audit where you are dealing with an IRS auditor or IRS revenue agent. So they will go ahead and go through your tax return, and you hopefully have hired somebody to go ahead and represent you. You are a fool not to hire somebody. It's not so much at having documents, it's what you don't have. Trying to keep the audit to 1 year, not expanding it to 3 years, and how to negotiate for things that you don't have. There's a negotiation process that, if you're not familiar with IRS and how they work, they want to close their case. And if you're a former agent, you know what that process is. So, by the way, if you have a simple case, you have all your docs, go in yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all with that. But if you have a business and some complications, there's a Schedule C or some partnership returns, and you got some skeletons there, don't go in on yourself. I'm telling you, don't go in on yourself. So anyway, the IRS auditor goes ahead and he will issue you a report. And I'm taking for granted you're not going to get a no change. An NC or no change simply means that the business IRS didn't change your return. But if you got one, what's the next step? You can go ahead and take that to the appellate division. In appeals, somebody else will look at the case. You can bring new evidence or try to convince the new auditor or the new appellate agent the auditor who looked at this for IRS made some errors. And it's their job at that level to go ahead and negotiate so you don't have to go to tax court. That's what their job is. They are just under tax court, but their job is to stop the audit at that level. Usually you find them a little more generous because they want to settle the case. If you don't like the audit or what the appeals agents say, you do have the ability to go ahead and to go to tax court. They will send you a notice of deficiency, and boom, you go to tax court. You will be docketed, and then at that point in time, generally what happens, the IRS brings the case back either to the same or to another appellate agent, where that appellate agent will give you at IRS the last chance to go forward. Most cases don't go that far. So what you just need to know is understand the process. You're going to get a letter from IRS saying you're being audited. You're going to get an appeal opportunity. If you don't like it, from there you can go ahead and go to tax court. The purpose of what I'm telling you here, and the goal for here, is if you have a simple audit, represent yourself. If you don't, do not bother to go forward. Nobody can tell you by calling them over the phone, what do you think my result's going to be? Because unless someone really examines the books and records, no one's gonna go ahead and say, yeah, this is probably going to be the result. If anyone does that when you call them, to pretty much tell them like Sullivan says, they're full of crap. Anyway, at the end of the day, if you need representation, call me. But remember, you got a couple shots. You can win the case with the auditor, you can win the case with the appeals agent, or you can win the case with the tax court. So anyway, if you have any questions, hit us up. Thank you very much. By the way, if this information was helpful, give me a subscription. That's really, really helpful to me. It helps my rankings. YouTube likes those things. And at the end of the day, if you want me to do a YouTube for you, post it in the comments. Thank you.